one idea from the show paid a listener's entire year. Another DM said it feels like I hired an assistant without the salary.
Meanwhile, the wait-and-see crowd is still debating the $29 tool while the gap gets wider every day.
But today, we give you the Year-2 Blueprint. 3 plays to win, 2 traps to avoid, and 1 decision you'll want to make in the next 7 days.
This isn't about another shiny app. It's an operating system for growth.
And if you want a technology-enabled superpower, stay with us.
And yes, there's a bonus at the end.
Plus, a tiny blooper, because small steps lead to big changes. Hello and welcome back, my fellow entrepreneurs. I'm Kim, your host of Small Business Big AI, the podcast where we cut through the noise around artificial intelligence and tech trends to bring you actionable strategies for growing your business. Now, 1 year, 365 days, 53 episodes, countless cups of coffee, and today, our anniversary episode. Now, when I think back to where we started, this podcast was just an idea, a thought, a question like, what if small businesses could treat AI not as a threat, but really as a means, as a tool, as a way to building a technology-enabled superpower? And in 1 year, we've seen it play out in real time. Now, if you're like Olivia, our solopreneur buried under a CVS-length to-do list, and you're wondering if you'll ever find balance again, well, this year proved that small steps in AI can give you hours back. And if you're like Alex, our growth-focused entrepreneur chasing scale and wondering if the wheels might fly off his business, well, this year showed that AI isn't just about efficiency. It's about building resilience, predictability, and future-proof systems.
Here's what we know. AI is no longer optional. It's for entrepreneurs like you, building businesses that thrive, not just in the marketplace, but inside a supportive, forward-thinking economy. It's for entrepreneurs like you, owners and innovators ready to scale sustainably, use powerful new tools, and adapt shifting policies and regulations in an AI-driven world.
And yes, the future of your business is bigger than you think. And the steps you take today will shape it and the legacy you leave tomorrow. Now, to all my small business big AI insiders, this show has always been about one thing, and that's empowering entrepreneurs with actionable AI-driven strategies. Now, it's not tech for tech's sake, but strategies that help you reclaim your time, grow your business, and actually enjoy the ride.
That's how we transform everyday businesses into technology-enabled superpowers.
Now, how? I know you are itching to tell me that AI is just a tool. But, hon, here's the thing. It's also a movement. And the reason we're celebrating today is because this community, you listening right now, you have been the best part of shaping that movement from the ground up.
Tools matter less than the people who use them. But if year 1 was about experimenting, year 2 is about designing the systems that make those experiments stick.
Exactly. And that's what we're unpacking in today's anniversary special. The highlights, the hard earned lessons, and the blueprint to fast track your business.
Hold on. Faster isn't always better. Without discipline, speed can often dig a big cashless hole.
Okay, strategist. Now hit us with the reality check then.
Here it is. Leverage beats hustle every time. That's what year two is about.
You couldn't let me have the last word, could you?
Somebody has to keep this show from turning into pure hype.
Okay, so coming up, we're not just reminiscing, we're turning lessons into your playbook. So let's pour the coffee, or if you're like Hal, it's orange juice.
Exactly.
Anyway, pull up a chair and let's get into the real stories.
Stay tuned.
If you want to go from overwhelmed to in command when it comes to AI, check out my Impact Framework course. The link is in the show notes. All right, it's time for one of my favorite segments, Coffee Table Conversations with Kim and Hal. Now, today, we're just going to kick back and we're going to get real about what happens when small businesses think big. All right, Hal. So now we've talked about the vision and the mission, but let's get to the fun part of this anniversary. The reason we're here is because we've seen this vision come to life. And not just in some grand theory, but with real people and real businesses. So you and I have seen the messages, we've read the emails, the real world evidence that this stuff works. So 1 year in, what is your biggest takeaway about AI and small businesses?
The speed of change, hands down. A year ago, ChatGPT felt brand new. Now it's woven into everything.
You're right. And I remember Gemini was really barely rolling out, and people weren't even sure if AI was hype or here to stay.
Fast forward 12 months, and now you've got AI co-pilots inside of Microsoft and Google Suites. You've got marketing departments running smarter with AI automation. It's like the ground shifted under our feet while we're still walking.
Exactly. And I felt that shift personally, really. Remember when you were landing coaching clients faster than I could even input them into a system?
Absolutely.
I was drowning. And that's when we got HubSpot. But then I had this steep learning curve. So who do I turn to? ChatGPT. Literally asking, how do I use this database without losing my freaking mind? And boom, it walked me through step by step. Now, without that, I'd still be pulling my hair out.
Listeners, I wish you could have seen it. Midnight, 1 a.m., Kim's hunched over her laptop, whispering sweet nothings to ChatGPT like it's her second husband. I'll walk in and go, "You married me, remember?"
Oh, don't act like you didn't benefit from it. I told you from the start that AI is my jetpack.
Will I Am said it best. It's about creativity and acceleration.
And yeah, I might be a little obsessed. ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity. I've talked to them all at 2 a.m. I'm not ashamed to admit it. And here's a little secret, listener. I'm not the only one obsessed. Hal named his Haley.
Fair enough. I had to get that Hal in there. But I'll give it to you. You don't just talk about AI, you live it, and it works.
Yeah, thanks, Hal. So, It's kind of like your old college friend, the one that's in the real estate business. I remember she'd seen these AI videos on YouTube, but it didn't click until she called you that time.
Yeah, and I remember she watched that Will I Am clip too. And that's when she was like, all right, I'm in. So we took her through our impact framework, got her using AI, cranked out captions way faster. And suddenly her business is running smoother and smarter than ever.
See, that's the thing. It's leverage.
Like Olivia, the solopreneur whose inbox was a black hole of stress. She DM'd us after trying AI for inbox management.
Oh, yeah, I know. I remember she said it was like getting a new assistant. And check this out, without a salary.
Right.
So Microsoft Copilot, Google Duet, tools that didn't even exist a year ago, are now literally giving solopreneurs their lives back. And that's real. That's raw. That's what this is all about.
But Kim, Google Duet was rebranded as Gemini, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. And you know what, Hal? See, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, it's called Gemini now. And this is all changing at lightning speed.
True, but that just means it can give you your life back. Take Alex, the growth-focused entrepreneur chasing scale, wondering if the wheels might fall off the entire operation.
Oh, yeah, that was that boutique digital agency owner, right?
Yes, they leaned into AI for content generation. 12 months ago, the tools were clunky. Now they're driving whole marketing funnels. They freed up so much time, they landed 3 new high ticket clients. That's not just efficiency, that's growth.
And while they were doing that, our wait and see friends were still debating whether to buy a new software subscription.
That, my friends, is the gap that's getting wider every single day.
And if you're standing still, you're not just behind, you're invisible. Now, customers, they won't wait. They'll hire the business that shows up faster, sharper, and smarter.
Exactly. Sitting on the fence isn't neutral anymore. It's surrender.
And speaking of surrender, I need to say this, Hal. Now, you know me. I have a passion for women in business. And what ticks me off is how many men are dominating the AI stage right now. Now, important men, sure, but come on, ladies. We are entrepreneurs. We are STEM. We are founders. Now, this is our moment to kick down the door.
Okay, Trigger. Easy.
But how? I've been here before. I launched my first business around the time of the dot-com boom. Remember? I saw the transformation then, and I see it again now. But too many women are still letting tech feel out of reach. Now, if you mention the word AI, they look at you like a deer in headlights. And no, this is our time to claim it, ladies. This is a moment to build companies that thrive in the AI era.
And if you don't step in now, someone else will own the space you dream of. The AI stage won't stay empty. It'll just be male dominated until more women claim their place.
So, ladies, what's the door you're still standing in front of? And what excuse is keeping you from pushing it open? Because let me tell you, I'm not building my next venture, the Lewis Howard AAA insurance agency, the old way. I'm building it for this future, and I need more women alongside me doing the same.
You're right. But let me ask, what's stopping them?
Honestly, how fear, maybe access. The myth that AI is too complicated, And really, let's be real here. Women are often carrying the second shift at home. They're juggling that invisible labor. But here's what I do know. AI can take tasks off your plate. It can give you back sanity. It can make scaling possible without burning out. And that's not optional anymore. It's survival.
And that's why I say that leverage beats efficiency. AI isn't about shaving minutes. It's about buying back your evenings. It's giving entrepreneurs, especially women, the chance to breathe again.
Yes, and the stories prove it. Like the listener who DM'd us after we talked about video, remember? They took our advice, they started creating short form content, and they landed a client that made them profitable for the entire year, Hal. Now, that's one podcast tip, one action that changed their trajectory. And you know what I thought when I read that? Holy crap, this works. And if they can do it, I can too.
That's the beauty of it. One idea, one step can flip the whole game.
Or ignore it and watch one hesitation cost you 12 months of growth that you'll never, ever get back.
And that's why we're here. These aren't just isolated wins. They're proof of our vision in action.
So if year one was about experimenting, year two is about designing the systems that make those experiments stick.
Every small business can become a technology-enabled superpower. The movement is real and it's growing.
And this is our anniversary, y'all. We've got big plans for year two. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Change is hard. You built your business from the ground up. Late nights, early mornings, and a whole lot of heart. But now things are shifting. Customers' expectations, technology, competition. It's a lot to keep up with. At Howard & Howard Holdings, we get it. That's why we created the Small Business Transformation Model, a simple, step-by-step framework designed for business owners just like you. No complex jargon, no overwhelming strategies, just practical changes that help you adapt, grow, and thrive. Because change shouldn't be a burden. It should be your biggest opportunity. Take that first step. Our contact information is in the show notes. Let's make change work for you.
So Hal, when you look back at our first year, what's a milestone you think we really hit out of the park?
For me, it was proven AI isn't just for tech companies. Hey, Kim, you remember that episode where they had the family-run tire shop? It was called Coastal Automotive, and how AI could be used for their inventory and customer follow-ups?
Yeah, how we got a flood of messages after that episode, like from business owners saying it was the first time that AI really felt real for them.
That felt like a huge win.
And that skeptical but curious shop owner in North Carolina, well, we turned him into a believer.
Exactly. We're actually featuring him in our upcoming episode.
Absolutely.
Let's see. We call that the playbook, the AI audit. It was a checklist, simple, step by step, a way to spot one easy place to start with AI. No coding, no big investment.
And the feedback really, it was wild. But if you're listening right now, be honest. Are you still the skeptic on the sidelines or the believer building momentum? Now, you don't need permission. Just take the first step. That's what this show is about. Action.
Exactly. It's not just what we say here. It's what you do after you listen. So, Kim, as we head into year 2, what's next? We've built trust. We've shared some incredible stories. What's the next chapter?
Well, this is the perfect setup. So, listeners, this is where we stop looking back and start building forward. The next chapter is moving from simple tools to strategic systems. Now, year 1 was the experiment. Year 2 is the blueprint. So here we are, 1 year in. We've celebrated the wins, we've unpacked the lessons, and we've seen what's possible when small businesses say yes to AI. But here's the flip side. Say no to AI or wait too long, and year 2 will feel like trying to run a marathon in quicksand. Every step will be harder while your competitors glide right past you. So year 2 is not about dipping a toe in the water. It's about diving in. So if you're a solopreneur like Olivia, then you've seen what happens when you automate that inbox, when you claw back 10 hours a week. And year 2 is your chance to say, what else can I hand over to AI so I can finally breathe? Now, if you're the trailblazing entrepreneur like Alex, then you've proven that growth is possible. Now, year 2 is your time to scale with strategy, to put systems in place that make your business resilient, adaptable, and future-proof.
Remember, strategy favors the fast. And right now, the fast are the ones who will thrive in year 2.
Exactly how. Because the future of your business is bigger than you think. It's bigger than late nights and endless admin. It's bigger than staying small because you don't have the team yet. And it's bigger than fighting fires every day.
And that means thinking differently. No more just trying a new AI tool. It's about asking, how does this tool connect to my marketing? How does it connect to my sales? How does it make my legacy stronger?
Because it's about moving from simply being a small business that uses AI to becoming a technology-enabled superpower that thrives with AI.
Not just reacting to change, but leading it.
So here's your small step challenge for the week. Now, if you're a solopreneur like Olivia, I want you to pick one task, just one, that you're ready to automate and let AI take it off your plate.
Or if you're a visionary trying to scale like Alex, map out one bottleneck in your business and ask yourself, how could AI turn this from friction into flow?
Because if there's anything that we've all learned from this past year, big change doesn't come from giant leaps. It comes from small steps that stack one after another until suddenly you're unstoppable. So I want you to ask yourself, what's the cost of doing nothing? Now, is it one more week of stress, one more missed client, or one more year where your business feels smaller than your vision?
You're not small. You're not behind. You're at the starting line.
And this isn't just about putting a new tool in your business. This is about putting a new operating system in your life.
It's about taking that power back.
Yes, it's about designing a business that supports the life that you want, not one that consumes it. And it's for you. It's for the entrepreneur who wakes up at 5 a.m. in the morning, who juggles the kids' schedules and client demands, who feels the weight of the world on their shoulders. Now, AI is not some futuristic fantasy. It's your co-pilot. It's your co-architect. All right, strategist Hal, land this plane.
Simple. Stop talking about AI and start doing AI.
Because if you don't, your customers, your competitors, even your employees will move on without you. And I don't want that for you. Now, that's it for today's episode of Small Business, Big AI. Thanks for tuning in week after week and making this journey a success. Now, you've given us so much this year, and we appreciate you, our listeners. The small business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs,
The side hustlers, first-time founders, team leaders, consultants, and coaches.
all of you who want to reimagine opportunity in the AI era and build something that lasts. And when you take that first step, don't keep it to yourself.
That's right, because this revolution isn't just for you, it's for all of us. We're a community, a movement, a source of hope for small business owners everywhere. So, share this episode with someone who's in the storm right now. Subscribe, leave us a review, help more people find us.
Because, as we always say, we're not just building small businesses anymore. We're building technology-enabled superpowers. So until next time, keep embracing change, keep innovating, and remember, the future of your business is bigger than you think. And the steps you take today will shape the legacy you build tomorrow. Now, I'm Kim.
And I'm Hal. And this has been Small Business, Big AI.
Oh, like promised, we have a surprise at the end. Okay, if you're still here, you get the bonus round. This is our little anniversary surprise.
Oh no. I know where this is going.
Well, Hal, do you remember the episode when you first joined me as my co-host and strategist?
Yeah, you ran out and bought these expensive new microphones to quote unquote celebrate the occasion.
Hey, it was a special occasion. You know, I had big dreams.
And then you hit record and our shiny new mics, they didn't work.
So we had to share my one little old microphone. And I remember you had these like 3 pages of notes. You had your, like your glass of OJ on the side. And then how you froze. You said, I'm Hal. Like you were like auditioning for a high school play.
I thought if our listeners make it past this, we deserve a medal.
And yet, Hal, here we are, 54 episodes later. We're still learning, still laughing, still figuring it out, which honestly is the point. So none of us start polished. We start messy, we start scared, but we start.
And that's the small step that leads to big change.
Exactly. So if you've ever doubted yourself, I just want you to remember, if we can go from that awkward episode to building a global movement, then so can you. Now seriously, go take that small step. And don't make me pull out the bloopers.
Please don't.